have no idea what you're about. Tell me in a sentence who you are.
I'm nobody. I'm a tramp, a bum, a hobo. I'm a boxcar and a jug of wine. And a straight racer if you get too close to me.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
You're being so silly, though. You said voyeuristic. How is that? Well, I read their private exchanges. Oh, come now. Surely you passed written messages to your classmates when you were his age, too. It was just on paper, right? Yeah. Well, did you ever write anything on those that you'd be truly upset if the teacher ended up taking it from you? I have to think about it. I guess not, actually. No, but that's not the same thing at all. We still knew that privacy was important. We were just careful. Akira, have you ever written anything on Amy that you'd be truly upset about Mr. Rook seeing? No. It's weird that he'd want to read my love letters to Nolan, but no, of course not. So what you are saying then? I mean, what are you saying then? Nothing's really changed at all since then. Things aren't different. Things are things. Is that it? She just laughs. Oh, you know, that was actually my favorite book at his age. No, I think that's wrong, though. Things are different, of course. There's no sense of privacy. It's a silly, outdated concept that feels so unsocial. Does that sound right, Akira? Totes legit. Unsocial is a good way to put it. That sounds... Well, you know what? I don't want to get arrested. Like, it makes perfect sense. I guess that makes perfect sense in a way. The fundamental understanding, I think, is mistaking privacy for control of your personal boundaries. But isn't that what it means? But it isn't, I mean. That's what we always supposed it was, wasn't it? But we're both grumpy old fogies who were slow to adapt. We always assumed it was just binary. There's things you keep to yourself and there's things you have public. And the two don't mix. That's kind of stupid though, isn't it? What's wrong with his generation assuming they know more about someone is always a good thing? That knowing more about someone's always a good thing. What's wrong with controlling your image? He understands that far more than I ever will, in fact. You're not thinking in terms of sorry. I'm not sure how to put this in English. It's in terms of degrees, maybe. It's not as though discrimination doesn't exist. You can still hide things or show things only selectively. You just don't hide everything by default. I mean, let me put it this way. They managed to organize this entire class into an elaborate hoax at your expense, and you think you're the manipulative one? Really? It's completely foreign to me what she's saying. I want to dismiss her, but to just say that stupid, but you know, the last part rings true. The last part makes me stop and reconsider. I'm terribly sorry. I've been rambling, haven't I? It's alright. She stands up and offers her hand to shake. I follow her lead. Well, I hope that makes some sense to you. Anyhow, I want to apologize again for Akira and Caitlin going over the top. You shouldn't feel bad. She shakes my hand, then looks at her son. Is there anything else you want to add? He thinks about it. I'd say, sir, if you want to creep us on Amy, that's fine, totes legit, but you don't have to be so serious business all the time. I don't really get what Mom's talking about with privacy and whatever, but if you want to know something or help, why not just ask? It's not like I want to hide stuff from you. I want to be your friend. Is that crazy, bro? Is that what it all comes down to, really? That's it? That's the moral? That's the big lesson to be learned at the end of it all? After they leave, I sit back down in the office chair and stare out the window. Somehow the world didn't come crashing down on me after all. December 20th. The last day of class until January comes. At last, everyone seems to be excited again. There's no real work of any kind. It's just a day to come pick up marks. Let's see what they got to say. 90 average, bitches! Congrats, dude. Oh, hates exams. Would sooner die than write another exam. I feel your pain. So much hate. It could be worse. You could be bleeding the whole time. What? Ew! Oh! I just realized what the fuck she was talking about. Oh, man. Oh, man. I guess they're all glad to have a chance to unwind after exams. I can't say that I don't understand what it feels like to be massively relieved. So relieved. But before I continue, I really should... Oh, come on. I already checked them. Ew, wow. That's the only... That's the only thing worse. Oh my god, I feel so terrible. I just want to curl up and die. This is the worst day ever. I feel so gross. Kendall, I'm sorry. I want to know your middle name, though. You should tell me. Oh, I can't believe Isabella. Oh. Mr. Rook. Your students' marks have officially been updated as of December 20th, including their exam scores. Please keep in mind that as the Lake City Academy is an extremely competitive collegiate with a reputation to maintain, we expect all of our classes to maintain a high standard of excellency in grades. Remember, in the province of Ontario, university admissions are based solely on high school marks upon graduation. A mediocre class reflects very poorly on the school and undermines our students' success in the real world. In keeping with this high standard of excellence, your students' literature marks have been curved accordingly to school policy. Looks like Ariana got 91, Kendall got 88, Gibson got 86, Charlotte got 98, Nolan got 91, Akira got 93. In the future, please do be sure your students' marks are acceptable before submission, as otherwise this creates more work for our administrative staff. Thanks. Emily Robin, Administrative Assistant. Oh. There we go. I can't believe absolutely all my worrying was for nothing. I mean, what was I thinking? The mocks turned out to be okay, my job turned out to be okay, Isabella turned out to be okay, my dignity didn't really turn out too well. But if that's my biggest problem, I can probably live with that. Oh, it's everybody! Hey! Akira, you got a new shirt again! And Isabella's here. Isabella. Motherfucker! Oh. Oh dear, cramps? Yeah, wait, how did you know? Lol, so how are the boonies? I think the suicide story would be better. At least that would be quick and painless. That bad, bro? I don't suppose there's terribly much to do out there, is there? You're in Pickerton, right? Ajax. What's the difference? One has 3 intersections with traffic lights, the other has 4. It's not quite that terrible, is it really? No, probably pretty much. It's a shame you can't come into town more often. It's not that far away. Ajax might be half an hour out, but you know, despite that, what you guys tried to convince me, it's not exactly Elysium. There's a train, isn't there? School's been busy. Well, I'll try. By the way, awesome work with that. Akira, high five, bruh. They exchange a high five, although Akira doesn't look too pleased about it. I'm sorry, Mr. Rook, but it was actually very funny. Yeah, laugh it up. Laugh it up. Laugh it the fuck up. Wait, what's Elysium? Oh, man. So what are your plans post-exam? I'm going to drink until I either forget about the exams or how to keep drinking. It doesn't really matter which. Good luck with that. Damn it. Clearly, it's not like I wanted you to take me seriously anyway. The bell rings early and it's only half day. Time for them to move to their classes. The Greek afterlife where souls wander forever. Well, kids, if you didn't know what Elysium was, it's the Greek afterlife where souls wander forever. And that's the moral of the story.